Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I want to do a continuation video off of the one that I did regarding the IRS and the possible tax trap that's going to catch a lot of people in 2022. And I'm putting this out today on the 1st of January. And the reason why is I believe it's very important. I'm going to go into a little bit more in-depth detail, but I'm going to actually come up with a solution right now for you because I think that is very, very important. It's one thing to warn you about something. It's a whole other thing to give you the rosy, sunny side of it. We're going to talk about side hustles, payment apps, all that. Okay, so this is, again, continuation from this tax trap video that I did about a rule or law, whichever way you want to look at it, that was changed, whereas the IRS is now demanding that we'll be forcing third payment or party apps like eBay, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, just run the whole gamut of them. All of them are included, that after a certain amount of money gets transferred from one person to the next, it being you, let's say you're accepting money on your payment app to equal over $600, then it will trigger a 1099. Now, it only does it in one thing. That's if you're accepting money on your payment app under the category of goods or services. Now, whereas a lot of people, and the reason why I wanted to warn people, a lot of people use this for everyday things, paying rent, garage sales, things like that, and they may not even know how they have it set, or they don't care. They just go, who cares, right? Because nobody ever had to think about this. Before, the rule was something, it was just absolutely insane. Like you had to have over $20,000 and something in transactions, or over 200 transactions and equaling or greater than 20,000. It's just insane. Now it's $600. This is nuts. Well, a lot of people emailed me and they said, man, I've got like an eBay thing where I sell things on eBay. I go get them at garage sales or stuff that I've just had at the house, and I've sold over like $8,000. Well, if it was under the wrong category, and I suspect in the future it's going to get a little even tighter because a lot of people are going to clue into videos like this and go, ooh, you know what, I'll just put it on a different category. And I have a feeling the IRS is going to start to pinpoint this stuff down. It's going to trigger a 1099. And at that point, even if you're doing garage sales, you're going to have to prove to the government, because they're going to go, why didn't you claim that on your taxes? We got a 1099 over here from, PayPal or eBay or Venmo. And you got to go, I don't got a business. I was just selling a garage sale stuff. And my whole point is that I don't want you to go through the heartache and the pain and the stress having to do that. Now, let's look at the flip side. This is what's very, very important. And you may not even have ever considered this, but I want to open your eyes possibly to an amazing possibility, because it's actually a lot easier than you think. So many people are doing side hustles and they never think about turning into a legitimate business. And it really is extremely simple. Now, for those of you that haven't clicked off yet, seriously, I've started many, many businesses in my life. When you're doing something like a sole proprietorship, you get to the benefit of amazing tax write-offs of things that you would normally do and spend your money on every day, but you're missing it because you didn't file your taxes a little differently, or you didn't go down and just get a very simple business license and set up a separate bank account. My point being is that so many people every day, like let's give an example of the person on eBay that was buying and selling things on the garage sales and made $8,000 in 1 year. If they would have set up a business license with their local jurisdiction, whether it be a county or a city, and paid a very nominal fee, right? Then, opened up a secondary bank account and kept everything separate, and then filed it under their personal taxes as their side business, they would be able to write off. Now, before I start going off over write-offs, it's very important always consult a tax professional. Read lots of books. Read a book on taxes and owning your own business and the benefits of it, right? Before you go and talk to your tax professionals, because then you can guide the conversation the right way. It's one thing to ask the professionals. It's another thing to be able to catch the professional screwing up too. Happens all the time, okay? And again, that's why I just want to bring this logic, all right? And if you guys like this kind of logic, hit the subscribe button. But that person doing the $8,000 eBay sales, they are missing out on things like a home office deduction. Now, that is a very tricky one. It has to be done really specifically, really well documented, okay? But if they did document it right and they were organized, you would get the benefit of being able to write off certain expenses of your ordinary life, okay? The ability to write off vehicle mileage when you're going to those garage sales, or if you decided your business was getting big enough, you buy a vehicle and under certain conditions, you get to write the whole thing off. You get to write off all the fuel if that vehicle is being used completely for your side hustle. Now think about how amazing that is, right? Business dinners and lunches, things like that. Things that you would normally do. Hey, I got to eat. Why don't I go and discuss business with someone I want to do business with? I'll take them out to eat. I build a relationship and I get to write it off. Point being is that people are missing out. So what about taking this possible tax trick? Because there's a lot of people out there with these amazing side hustles that are making, $5, $10, maybe even $50,000 a year. And this is really going to tie them up because they're like, oh man, I want to keep doing it. But so many times people are like too busy trying to figure out how to get away with something, right? That they have no idea if they did it another way and they ran down this path of figuring out how to write it off. And what happens is their side hustle blows up and gets bigger. All right. So I wanted to bring you that idea and that thought because I think it is extremely important that not only you be prepared and not scared, but have the ability to take these shifts in life that the governments are throwing our way and turn it into your benefit. I hope you guys got something out of this. I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.